Packham.
Hi, I'm Mark Packham.
I'm Rachel Leslie.
And I'm Laura Yeaman. We're from Norham School and today we've been visiting Sandhills Composting Centre.
Can you tell me what role you have in the council?
I work in the waste management section with Newcastle City Council.
What does the site do?
The site takes all the garden waste and the waste vegetation that's collected in Newcastle, and we convert it from a nice green waste material into a brown soil-like material that is compost.
Why is it important to process waste vegetation into compost?
The alternative is to deliver it to a landfill site, and if you buried it in a landfill site it would rot underground and produce methane. And methane is a global warming gas that is 23 times more powerful a global warming gas than carbon dioxide, and you want to prevent that gas being released to the atmosphere.
Where does the waste come from?
Most of the waste comes from the brown bins collections in Newcastle, from the council's civic amenity sites. We have 3 of those where residents can take bulky garden waste. We also collect waste from local landscape gardeners who bring in their garden waste that we collect from houses here, and also the council's grounds maintenance teams who go out and manage the public parks.
Is there a standard required for the soil conditioner?
The compost that we produce here is composted to a standard called the PAS 100 standard. The material we accept into the site here is a waste and is treated as a waste, but we process it through the composting process to produce a product at the end.
Is there any advice you would give to householders on the garden waste then?
Yes. I have to say I love working here. This is like alchemy. I take a substance that is green and was grown in someone's garden and I turn it into a nice brown compost that can go back into the soil. But if you look at this site now, you can see black and white flecks of plastic bags, and they get shredded and they get in the compost. And if there was one thing I could do, it would be to ask residents to put their garden clippings directly into the bin and not in a plastic bag. So if you've got it and collected it in a plastic bag, tip the bag into the bin, but don't put the plastic bag into the bin.
What job do you do in the council?
I'm a composting operative.
Why do you shred the waste?
To reduce the volume, increase the surface area and ensure a finer end product.
Why do you turn the waste?
To introduce oxygen into it and prevent anaerobic conditions.
What is the screening process?
It's basically like a big sieve, pulls off the fine stuff that will sell as soil conditioner and will put the oversized back in the system.
How do you deal with contamination problems?
Inspect the loads visually. If it's too bad, we reject it and send it to landfill.
What are the main contaminants?
Plastic bags mainly, that's the worst, stuff like that.
What job do you do in the council?
I'm the council's recycling officer.
How long does the whole process take from receiving the green waste until it can be used as conditioner?
The material's in the windrow for 12 weeks, but there's 3 stages to it. The first stage is the sanitisation stage, and that's when it gets really, really hot. Like when you saw before, when you put your hand in, it's really hot, it's clean off any diseases and any weeds, any seeds of weeds. The next stage, you've got 6 weeks of stabilisation. The temperatures drop down a bit and it's just sort of stabilising out, and it's sort of breaking down a little bit more, but a lot slower. And again, the materials turn, but not as frequently. The last stage spends 4 weeks maturation, and it's just really finishing off. The activity is coming down. After 12 weeks, all the biological activity should finish, and you've just got good soil conditioner left.
Where does the soil conditioner go to?
This, once it's all done, it can go a variety of ways. We have contractors come in and they take it away and they'll use it on the jobs. It could be in someone's garden. We also bag it and we sell it back to people, £2 a bag, so it actually goes back to the members of the public.
Why aren't the public allowed to put vegetable peelings into the garden waste bins?
It's a good question, because logically you would think vegetable peelings are perfect for composting, and in fact they are perfect for composting. But the problem is that vegetable peelings have come in close proximity to dairy products and to meat products, and it's that proximity to dairy product and meat product that causes a small risk, but it's still there, that disease from the meat and dairy product, particularly if it's foot and mouth disease, might get onto the vegetables from the fridge and then into the composting process. We aren't allowed to accept vegetables from houses, or any part of the vegetables from houses, in this composting process.